Hey everyone! Right, day 11. I thought I'd do a couple of little note cards just to either put inside a journal, or if they were made a bit bigger actually, they could be proper cards. Now these actually measure 5 by 4, so they were cut at 5 by 8. Do you know what? I had to write that down so I understood. They're going to be roughly the same, but different. Same kind of theme, perhaps. I am going to edge these. I haven't really been doing that in my own journal. Sometimes I get the urge, sometimes it's like, oh, that's the one thing I actually am not keen on doing. Although sometimes I suppose it does add to the overall look, hence why it's like, right, okay. Right, that's that. Now I actually pulled out a load of stuff. Now these are my, put them in the camera, sorry, no picture in picture. My camcorder is dead and is refusing to work off the battery, my little second camera, so just hands. These are the gel prints that I did, and I thought, ooh, they might make nice backing plate things. I know what I mean. Right, now I've got some brown paper, brown craft paper. Right, I'm thinking I'm going to make a border. That's my actual very unscientifically. I'm into layers at the moment, so that's what we've got. It would help if I lined it up square, I suppose. Don't you just love it when you hear the sound of ripping paper? Unless, of course, it's one of the kids with something out your bookcase and it's like, yo! Right, I'm going to do these as I'm tearing them, because I forget otherwise. I never realised until, about 12 months ago that these papers are actually single-sided. So it's like, that feels quite rough compared to that side. You live and learn. Right, so I'm figuring I'm going to do some matting. These gel prints are actually what I used as the background for the kit that I've done, the Summer Blues kit. So let's do this one first. Oh, I'm thinking that would look alright with some of that one left on it. I went through a phase of doing everything, or just doing a ton of stuff on the gel plate. Hence why I've got so many backgrounds. Okay. Unfortunately, I can't use them because I always make such a mess on the back. Where we go with this one? Let's just take off the edge. And again. And then last one. I always keep these little bits because you can put them on the borders, on the edge of your pages. They make great collage pieces, these do. Don't throw them away. Right, so that almost looks like the Arctic, doesn't it? Looks like an ice rather than I think I meant it to look like waves breaking, and then decided it looked rather polar rather than tropical. Okay, so we have 2. Now I have a ton of fussy cuts because it's me, because I sit there sometimes and I think, ooh, yeah, I think they're all, that's probably my favourite. If I get it in the shot. I quite like him, but he needs something at the back of him. Possibly. So shall we keep? So I'm trying to make sure I get everything in the camera. Oh, let's go for this big fella. This is just blue jute twine. I've never found a use for this colour before. So it's like, ooh, maybe. Okay, so slow down. Okay. Start assembling. I've got these little charms. They're actually, these ones are all recycled. They were on like a mixed media drawing or portrait thing that I'd done. And it was like, I did something better, so that went in the bin, and then these were all recycled. Now I've also got a bit of cardboard. That one's a bit boring, isn't it, that background? I've got a real frog in my throat at the moment. Okay, so this one is going to be a lot grungier than that one. I like the background on this. I'm not too fussed about this one. That looks better, although it's going to be very dimensional. Oh dear. Right, now I have some words. And because those are all in, i.e. not white, These distress oxides are very chalky. Actually, that could go at the top, maybe. Let's start assembling. So, this one first. I hope you're all keeping well at the moment. It's I'm talking about holidays, like with these. Sometimes I wonder if it's just going to be fantasy holidays, the way we can move around, we can't move around. It's different bits of the country getting locked down again. It's all very, still quite scary, I think. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, I've gone way off on that one. Let's see if we can come up. Come on, you can move. That's better. Okay. Should we open it out so I don't make the same mistake? This 100-day challenge has been, I have to admit, really good for my mojo. I started doing it as a way of getting my mojo back, because it was like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Things which would come naturally didn't, and it was like, oh, we had a lot going on at home with the foster kids and all the news from around the world. Life was getting very serious all of a sudden. It was like, oh. And I have to say, I am thoroughly enjoying this. Right, there's one. Ooh, now I did actually get out some stamps. So, I've got there's that one that I used the other day. And this one is from another Tim Holtz one, Correspondence. I've never actually used these. I must have had them 2 or 3 years. And it's like, right, I need to start using some of this stuff. Now I'm thinking, I'm not going to do it in black. So I've got, watering can by Ranger. Now this may or may not work. This is another one of those that I'm thinking I really should have had a play with this first. But sometimes I think I'm going to put them up there. Okay. I don't know if I like that, but it's on. Alright, let's try this one. Kaisercraft, this stamp. If I show you the... but it is a really, really old one. Now I am actually going to stamp over that, I think, because I don't like it. There. See, that was the background, and it was actually an old printer paper. When I'm not sure of something, I'll try it on a piece of paper first. That's better. Gives it a bit more, just a bit more of a something. Layers. Layers, my dear, layers. Do you remember when your mum used to tell you that when you were a kid? You'll be cold with just that on. You need layers. And I have to admit, I find myself doing exactly the same thing. Right, let's put this on. Right. Well, that shows up quite nicely on that side. I'm liking that one. Okay. So maybe we can just put a bit on. A bit there. Yep. Like that. Okay. Let's clear some of my rubbish away. Right, now this chappy. This is just distress coloured lint. I'm trying to think of the right words. Brain's gone a bit numb. I think it's coming up to lunchtime. I know I am not going to be able to get rid of all the white bits on this chap on account of he's a little tricky. What I might be able to do is just... that's got it. So I'm just going around the edges because he's too intricate to actually get. Come on, you can do this. Yeah, like that. I actually quite like it sticking over the edge as well. I do get my fingers stuck to this more than I get the fabric sometimes. Hence why I'm trying to be super quick and look super efficient. Now, do we want him down there? Yeah, I've got a bit of writing. It bears no resemblance to the seaside, but it will add. Just perhaps a bit of detail. Around the edge. I could go under there actually. Ooh, we're getting somewhere. Right, let's give. Yes, I got a wet wipe on the corner. You know, when you've spent ages doing something and then it's like, do you know what? I am not going to redo this. Because they are so fiddly. And whilst I appreciate that I was doing it while my husband was watching sci-fi, it was just, no. Right, let's hope I've got enough on. So I want him slightly offset. Oops. I want this one to go under one of the tentacles. And then the tentacle to go over the top. Okay. Then I got a little charm I've just tied some string to, which can finish it off there. I am going to use Fabri-Tac for that, as much as I hate this stuff. I think it's the smell and the fact that it just sticks to my fingers. But then, so does most glue, to be fair. So I just hold that for a second. I'm hoping. Oh. See, I get into such a mess with this stuff. Okay. Right. So, first little note card. Second one. So, where are we going? So, up here. And I do apologise if I keep using the word so. I got told off for that the other day. I'm going to cover up that printing because I wasn't 100% keen on that. That's one. Oop. Now I don't mind if these little bits stick out, so I'm just going to make it, or at least try, make it a bit smaller. I quite like the way they stick up. So if they go there, and then that I'm hoping will fit on that. And that one will go down in the bottom, maybe. Or do I push it further over? That one on there. I do like that at the bottom. I think I do prefer that over there. I don't want it in the same position as the other one, that's the problem. So change the tack. So I'm just checking my head's not in the way. No, I am a nightmare when I start. Let's make this narrower. Get about around the edges. Oh, that fits better now. Okay, so that one there, and then that one can fit on there. Okay, let's go for it. Now I should, I think, in hindsight, have had my glue gun. But I'm even more dangerous with the glue gun than I am with Fabri-Tac. Talking of which, I keep forgetting to put the top on it. It's not quite as forgiving as my other glues. Okay, let's put some. I like it to stick up, I don't want it in my face. Okay. I don't think this was possibly the right colour. Never mind. Okay, let's put this one on. It's so quiet out here at the moment. Not even the birds, the sparrows. We have a hedge. There's a boundary between us and the next door neighbour in the garden, and they were having a right old punch up the other day. Oh, I'm liking that. Okay, that's much better. Now he looks like he's part of it. Yay. Okay. But let's try putting some glue on this and hoping I catch some of the ridges. There we go. So he can nestle. I'm not going to bother sticking the head down. I am going to leave him 3D like that. Hey. Right. Do we need a charm? Yes, but I don't think we need the string. Okay, let's have a go at gluing this on. Done. After 3 quite long-winded videos, something short, sweet and to the point. So that's the first one with the moving charm. And number 2, I do like him. Just looks so like, yeah, peace man. Just a little note card. A bit on the heavy side. That one's not too bad. Right, done. Not quite sure what I'm up to tomorrow. So it'll be a nice surprise for all of us. Right, you take care. Speak to you all later. Bye.